All righty, so everybody should be joining. I see people joining. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Life Reawakened show. We are here with Sushant Shah. Say hello so everybody can see you.
Hi, people.
Awesome, awesome. All right, everybody. So
So,
when I say that, it's because the way they view it is whoever's talking is what they see. So that's why I
Mhm.
always ask you to say hello. So hello, Alice from San Francisco. You know the
Hello,
drill.
Alice. Hello, Gemina. Hello, iPhone. Great to see you guys after a very long time, I think.
Yes, it's
After
so
a
nice.
year or so.
Awesome. And we got hands raised. This group knows what to do on these calls. So so happy. Lisa, hello from Boston. Lisa, I haven't seen you forever. So nice to have you here, Lisa. Lisa from Wisconsin. Joseph, Cindy, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello. And Gauri is from India.
Oh, hello. Yes, we got Vegas, Philadelphia. All right, Gail. Awesome. We got lots of hands raised, and you guys are coming in like wildfires. Awesome. So that's great to me because this topic really is an important topic that we're going to be diving into today. So I'm so happy that you guys are all here. So I see hands raised. We're going to take one-on-one callers. We are also, Sushant's going to take us through a meditation. So that's awesome. And we have a clearing. We have a really jam-packed call here with you today. So we're just going to dive in, and as people join, they can catch up. So because you haven't been here for a while, and also because we have a lot of new people to our community since you've been here, I'm just going to introduce you all to Sushant. As a lifelong spiritual or a lifelong seeker of spiritual fitness and a certified practitioner in multiple healing modalities, Sushant is passionate about sharing this transformative approach with others. Through his own journey of overcoming personal struggles and witnessing the profound changes in his clients' lives, he has developed a unique framework that combines the best of psychological science, spiritual wisdom, and practical tools for lasting healing. It is his heart's desire to guide others in breaking free from the limitations of traditional therapies and discover the immense power within themselves to create the emotional well being they deserve. And today's interview is Transcend Emotional Chains, Shatter the Emotional Chains Keeping You Bound. So, officially, welcome to the call today.
Thank you very much, Gretchen, for the beautiful introduction.
Awesome. So, talk to me first about emotional chains. Like, what are those and how do they impact us in our lives, our success, our relationships? I'm assuming they kind of impact all areas.
Yes. So, emotional chains in energy healing, we have multiple names to this. Some people call them cords, some people call them dimensions. So sometimes, people are running after cutting cords, getting rid of something, getting rid of a person, getting rid of an object, or in a reverse way, where we are always running to achieve something. Even that is also an emotional chain. If you have a desire to have something and you are always in a need, you are always constantly yearning for it, you also build an emotional chain with that. And why? Beautifully, Gretchen, you use the word chain. Chain is something which binds us. Chain is something which never sets you free. So, in that context, we are talking about the emotional chains where it could be a relationship, it could be something coming from even your past lives where you don't know the reason why certain things are happening in your life and why you always wish that a certain emotion should prevail in your life, why you act in a particular way with people, because that's also build newer emotional chains with you. Some of us are angry, some of us are strict, some of us are very time bound people, some of us are totally messy. Yeah, that's what makes us different. But at the same time, what matters is we being fixed into that particular behaviors, those particular programmings. And that programmings or behaviors ending up attracting certain relationships in our life, a particular kind of material abundance that we enjoy. And that's how we end up, either being expansive or being limited and built and, basically stuck to these emotional chains, which
Interesting.
continues to put weight, more and more weight on our soul.
Mm. So what are the traditional kinds of, I mean, you talked about like cord cutting, like there's traditional kind of work, whether it's, traditional therapies or healings or whatever that people have been using for a long time to try to get rid of these chains. And a lot of times, you feel it for a little bit, but then, it comes back or patterns, the program kind of switches back on, like, so why does that keep happening? Why are these kind of traditional methods not working for us?
Because traditional methods always focus, most of the traditional methods focus is on working on what are the symptoms that you see. If you go to a healer, you will say, I am suffering in a particular relationship. I'm suffering in a marriage. I don't get along well with my husband, wife, or I'm searching for someone who could be my Mr. Right or Mr. Perfect, or you are not enjoying a good life at work front, or you really wish a certain level of income has to be there in order for you to feel happy. And with all those therapy, what we do is we try to work on these things. We try to manifest these things. In fact, this is something I used to do a few years back also and have my complete focus there. Where if the person comes, I'm having issues with this relationship. Okay, you mend the relationship, but then tomorrow they will have different issues because as a human, change is the only constant in life. As a human, your behavior will change, your nature will change, your desires will change, and even the same applies to the other person. So then how do you adjust? And then what it happens is that whatever you do, it always works temporarily. It always works for maybe a few months, a year. That's it. Once the time shifts, when there's a different shift, if I talk about astrologically, when the planets move through your chart, you know, that's when you start seeing the major shifts in your life. And that's where it becomes most challenging for humans to align with how the life is going. So that's where the traditional therapy or the methods fail because the focus is always on the wrong thing. You're always focusing on only the present, the symptoms, and you're only working on them, the relationship between two people. But no, from where the need or desire is coming to mend this relationship, where on the deeper realms you are having these expectations, where on the deeper realms it is applying to the other person. So that's where at least I have seen the limitations to the traditional healings or therapies.
Nice.
Now, something we can even apply to our body. There are many processes which teach you, what you say, facelift and body and all that stuff. But you do it, you spend 1.5, 2 hour daily doing facelift, you stop it for 1 month, your face is back to normal.
Mm,
It doesn't stay. So we spend time on wrong things. We spend time on things which are never going to be constant. We spend time on things which are always going to be changed. So instead of that, here, what I do is I spend time, energy, and even the healing energy on the things which are going to be constant in your life.
like,
Yes.
so for example, what would that be? So what should we be doing and what do you help us do instead?
So instead of, say, let me take an example of self-image. Okay. So the cosmetics, one of the biggest market in the world,
Yes.
the clients being both men and women, usually, and new products continue to pop up every day, which promise you to make you look more beautiful, more young, more whiter, And then the trend went to more dusky guys and whatnot, and it continues to change. Yeah. So here, what we do is we are focusing on that you are running away from who you are. And the same thing, then you would see that coming into the therapy, where the more focus has been given to that, where they would say there could be an energetic facelift, there could be an, age reversal program, and you are constantly focusing on that, and you are spending your energy in the hope that this is something which would continue to be there, but you are missing looking at the need to get the facelift, the need to go for an age reversal program. From where this need is coming, it comes from a very low self confidence. It comes from when you are not able to accept yourself the way you are. So it is working on a facelift, which will try to make you look younger, and constantly doing it and spending time on it, versus aging gracefully.
Mm.
Which one is the easier way? And which one is the constant? You will continue to age. You can't change it. Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what.
That was just a one, example.
Yeah, makes perfect sense to me. How about you guys? Is this resonating with you? Do you have questions for Sushant as we go through? I like these calls, very engaging. So let us know if you have questions or you want to take any of this information further. So love his energy. Debbie says, "Oh, sure, I get it." Awesome. Very good. Okay, good. So so what are you combine a combination of practical as well as energetic support when working on these chains and breaking these chains. Can you talk a little bit about what that looks like? What is that exactly, and how is that different from, the techniques that we've just been talking about?
Yes. So, for example, me sitting on this call and telling you that, yes, there is you know, the body is not permanent and with time everyone will age. Fine, I'm talking here. You might feel good listening to it. You might say that, yes, he's right. But tomorrow, if you get one thing which promises you again, you may end up spending time on that. Instead
Mhm.
of the same time, you could have given to something else which could have worked for you on emotional and spiritual level. And as a byproduct of it, you start looking more fresh and energetic. So how does this works is that whatever you get from the five senses, the entire world is created with five elements, which are earth, fire, air, water, and it starts from the ether, fire, water, air, and earth. So this is the hardware of the universe. And this hardware is governed with the three doshas, is what we call. The three doshas are also called as sattva, rajas, tamas. The sattva is the energy of maintenance, and rajas is the energy of creation, and tamas is the energy of destruction. There are things that needs to be maintained, there are things that needs to be created, and there are things that needs to be destructed with time. Now, whenever we talk, what happens? There is a new creation, but the maintenance part is missing. In order to bring that maintenance part of a particular a thought, a belief, a clarity, or even a healing energy in your body so that it starts acting much more like your digestion. Your digestion, it continues to act. You eat, it will digest the food and it will give it to your body. In the same way, I use the ancient as well as cutting edge technologies. So ancient ones, of course, I have learned a lot of things. Few of them, it's Lama Fera, one of the fastest energy healing technique in the world, Yog Maya, which is one of the most ancient healing techniques, all the way from there till I can name a lot of them to, just to save time. And, I would just stop it there and I would come to the cutting edge technologies. So one of them I love is the Psyche, which helps you to install the helping beliefs on conscious, subconscious, and superconscious level. So I combine both of them where not only it's you, but also your external environment both end up aligning with your soul's journey.
Mm. And is this something we can use on any kind, like, first of all, do we learn, you teach us how to use it on ourselves? And is it something that we can learn on any issue that keeps popping up?
Okay. So, good question. Now, here I have combined the healing and therapy both. The difference between both is a therapy is something, say, a yoga is a therapy. Yeah.
Right.
In a yoga, if I'm sitting here and I'm doing some yogasana, it's not going to make any difference to you. But if I'm teaching here and you are doing it, then it's going to make difference in your life. So mostly in therapy, it is where the receiver does everything, whereas a facilitator teaches him how to do. Okay. So I take help of that, where you get some material, which the easiest thing, you'll be able to read through it in less than 8 minutes a day. Some of you might take it 15 minutes because everyone's reading speed is different. But yeah, a person with an average reading speed will be able to finish it within 7 to 8 minutes a day. You just need to sit and read it with meaning and conviction. So that would become your therapy. That is something that your part to play, because any healing, I strongly believe that only healing never gives result. There has to be healing and an action. There has to be some effort that has to be put from the receiver's end. So it is, the healing creates a potential, and then potential combined with action results into the final manifestation.
Mm,
So where the potential part I will be creating during the 9 group healing sessions, where I'll be working on a lot of beliefs, I'll be working on a lot of inner work, I'll be working on resetting a lot of things across your DNA level, across your thoughts level, across the conscious, subconscious level, and the therapy part, that is just the reading or going through the material. You can, of course, read it, or there will be an audio part to it. You can just put it in your ears. You can listen to me repeating it, and you can repeat it with meaning and conviction. That's all you need to do, and that's how it works. And the more you do, the more it continues to uncover better and better results for you. While some of the people will get good results and magical results during the 9 healing sessions, but many times, so I have had, 2 calls on from heartache to joy. But what happens? People get beautiful results. They share good testimonials. They got good results. But my question was, once that is done, where do they continue?
mm,
How do they end up retaining that thing with them? So that's where I came up with this thing. And after learning it, you will be able to do it for yourself. But for other people, maybe, yes, the writing material, of course, it is copyrighted. But yeah, if you have family, you can share with them. But just reading won't make any difference as such, because it requires more inner level healing work. It requires a work to cut multiple things from your soul's journey, across your soul's lifespan, from where it came first time on the earth and all the way till today.
mm,
So once we do that, then these words start to have meaning for you and start to uncover their magic in your life. So that's how it works. You will be able to do it for yourself. You take the 9 sessions, it will start working for you on more inner level.
mm.
Yes.
Love that. Love the reasoning behind why you created it. So very, very powerful. All right, so
Yes.
questions are coming in. Barbara says, what if you focus and worry on the future?
Correct. So whether it is past, present, or future, in either things, this would work, because what we are doing is we are not going. So today you are focusing and worrying about future. Tomorrow, if you have got a lot of money, you become wealthy, you have good relationships in your life, you end up having a fit body, then the issue could be something else. It might change. Yeah. And this is something, I see these changes happening in people, and people, I need your feedback in the chat box. Do you resonate with what I'm talking? There was a time in your life where you used to focus, you used to worry about the future. So when you were in college, you used to worry about what career I will build, which business I will create, which job I will get, how much money I will end up earning, when I will get married. Then all these things happen. The worries of the future went and they converted in the traumas of the past. where certain things happened in the past and they ended up having a home in your mind, in your life. And then what it resulted into is the discomfort in the life that you are living in the present. So that's where we are going to work. Of course, we will cover future, but not only future, we will cover the past as well. And most importantly, we will cover the present as well in a way that your present is comfortable. Because remember, a future is the creation of your mind, the past is the memory of your mind. All that we have is the present right now.
Mm,
So as long as you are living a beautiful present, and as long as you learn how to make the each day, each week, each month the best one in your life, you don't really need to worry about anything. Because as the life unfolds, it's going to be more and more happy.
mhm.
Yes.
So Barbara says thank you.
Mhm.
I lost. So Lynn had a comment on that. Yes, worry about being an elder and if I will suffer or not. So true, Lynn. Like we get, uh, and what you say is we think about our past, but we're always like going ahead, right? Like about being an elder. Am I going to be healthy? About being, when you're in college, am I going to find someone to marry? Like we're always looking ahead, right? Like, and so it really, and then we miss everything that's
Yes.
happening right now because we're like looking at, however many years down the road. So very good. Another question here. Donna says, can you clarify how this work is different from your aging analogy that you were talking about before? Both are working on moving towards our goals. So I think that that's important too. So like, what is the difference between, working towards our goals and kind of like worrying and being in the future, if that makes sense?
Yeah. So working towards your goals, when you work with it, with your mind, not only your mind, not only your body, of course, your body will always be present when you are working with something, but more important is your mind, your heart, and your spirit. And all these three things are in the present, and that's what we will be working on. We'll be working on it in a way that your mind is not able to waste time in the memories of the past or the creations of the future, but rather, which is the most necessary step that I can take in the present, with which, so that when you are focusing on that, and as you are getting more and more feedback from the things that you are giving, end up uncovering your future. Also, when we work with this, so there are many, things that I will end up installing in each sessions. For example, Gretchen, with your permission, can I just explain this thing a little bit?
Yes, go
That
ahead.
it adds up to the answer to the question. For example, in our first session, we'll be clearing infinite past life baggage from your soul's journey. Now, this works in a way that in many ancient texts, it is mentioned that a human being or any soul continues to go through 84 lakh type of various life forms. So these life forms, you can say it is also called as Devagati. Dev means the gods, it is the humans, it is the animals, it is even in the hell. Your soul continues to travel from one to another birth. And from this, you end up building lot of gods. It is explained as if that on in this entire earth, there's not even a part equal to your fingertip on which you would have taken a birth, you would have lived, and you would have died. So there is so much of baggage built in our soul. And this all comes in some life. You might have been king, you could be having a beautiful palace, you died, your attachment to palace, your attachment to the queen, your attachment to your kids. In one life, you might be a tiger living in a jungle and you had your own territory, you had your own land, and you died. Maybe some another tiger came and it pushed you away. You lived a life of depression, sadness, and you died. And you had attachment to that land. And that's a multiple attachment ends up building on our soul. But the beautiful part is while you have so much baggage in this life, how the karma works is not all of that comes together at one go. You continue to get it into doses. You continue to get it in small pieces. But in the first session, what we are going to do is we are going to break the karmic cords patterns so that your soul, your consciousness starts feeling lighter.
Mm,
And that with that just one exercise, you will see that the anxieties of the future, I have seen so far that the anxieties of the future will significantly start reducing because all this comes from the past. Remember, your future is a creation of your past. There cannot be a future without a past. In order to imagine a certain future, you need to have certain foundations, which you either carry from past or you have it in present. Yeah. So continue, con- when we completely cut off from all those things, you'll see that the anxieties won't reappear. And taking an example, saying second session, if there's two beliefs, which is, say, a first belief is one of the belief that I will be working on, or one of the thing which I'll be working on, the impermanence. The impermanence frees you up from constant cycles of yearning for things that are long past, and it brings a deeper level of peace to the soul by permanently cutting energetic cords with relationships and material things that weigh your soul down to the lower realms of existence. So this is how it works. Yeah.
mm, very cool. All right, good. Questions continue to come in. Halima says, hello, this is very fascinating. What if you do not believe in past lives, though?
That's fine because the purpose of the entire session is to bring you to your present.
Regardless.
Right?
Yeah, very good. Good. Donna says, thank you.
I will not be like, delving you or making you living into the past life. No, our purpose is to come into the present. But when we talk about past life, of course, you do not believe in the past birth, is what I mean. But even in this, your life, when you took birth, since the time you came into the womb of your mother, from there the life starts.
Mhm.
Since that time, all the way till today, that is your past. So we work on that as well.
Mm, perfect.
Yeah.
Got it. Ron says, will this evoke healing on all levels?
Yes, all levels and much more on deeper. Correct. Basically, emotional and spiritual is the major ones that we are targeting here. And as a byproduct, many people have been able to experience healing on physical level as well.
Perfect. All right. Joseph asks, how do we overcome anxiety issues and self-confidence?
So, Joseph, there are multiple ways of doing it. You would see many practices, but that's where I have devised this because I have tried a lot of these things. I tried mindfulness, I tried, many things, living in the present, uh, doing mantra chanting, doing meditations, lot of things. But what I found is that it takes a lot of your mental calories to practice it. And there could be times where you are saying that, okay, be mindful, be mindful. Then it becomes a way of life. And suddenly, one fine day, something happens and then you lose all that and you go back to your normal. So I haven't found it to be the long-term solution. And that's where I devised this package because this is where I work with energy healing on a deeper layers of you so that you are able to get rid of those things and see a more long lasting results. Not only that, the material that you are going to get to read daily that will continue to work on intensifying the healing. As each day passes, it continues to grow and evolve into better. Yes.
Perfect. All right. So I think I got, let me just make sure. Uh, so I think I got all the questions so far. All right. So you are going to take us through a meditation. Can you, I think that it might be a good time to bring that in now. So you can, if you can describe what this meditation is today. Go ahead.
Okay. So this meditation is again all about having you experience the divine being within you. It will give you a small taste of how, what it feels when your complete focus and energy, when you remove it from the world and bring it here. When I say energy, you went on a holiday to some country and your memories are stuck there. Your a part of your soul, a part of your energy is lying there. So today I will do a very small process. Again, it will not work on as depth as much as we have in the session, but you will get to see a small taste of that, how it feels when you continue to invite and get everything back to you. So that's what, and along with that, of course, many of you will be able to experience certain level of releases on mental and emotional level as well.
Awesome. Perfect. All right, guys. So get comfortable and I'll turn off my video and let you get started.
All right. So wherever you are, if you are in your house or wherever, the very first thing, don't listen to the meditation when you are driving, running, or anything. Go and sit at one peaceful place, and we will use a short, a small, a very gentle hand mudras. So, very first is we are going to do some small breath work followed by a hand mudra. So, I'll show you what we will do. So, if you're sitting comfortably in a sukhasana, so you're sitting with your legs folded normally, or you're sitting on a chair, either way, your hands will be touching the sky. And when I tell you to start doing it, you have to lift your hand, you have to lift them straight up your head. And then when I ask you to bring them down, so here I will show you, you bring them down like this, like you're making an earthen pot. Okay, you're bringing them down. So there's a neck of the pot, like a flower vase, and you again bring it back. Again, you lift your hand, you do this. So this, we will do it for some time. This is one of the ancient exercises to reclaim your lost energy. Yeah. So there's a continuous sequence of exercises. This is one of them. Okay. So we will do. I want you all to sit straight. Make sure that your spinal cord is straight, not rigid. Your eyes are closed. And sit in a relaxed state. Make sure your chin is parallel to the floor. It is not down, it is not up, just parallel to the floor, so that a well balanced weight is there on your neck and even on your entire body. If your chin is not parallel, it ends up putting more weight and it makes it even more difficult for you to sit in a peaceful state. Okay, so sit comfortably and now breathe in for the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and hold the breath for the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and exhale for the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and hold the breath out. Once you have exhaled, don't inhale. Hold it out for the count of 1, 2, 3. Now we will increase it slightly. Breathe in for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold the breath out. Don't breathe in for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale. Now this time when you are inhaling, take a deep breath all the way, see the air, the white light, the diamond light going through your nostrils, all the way going from in between your eyebrows, the third eye chakra, passing through your forehead, going from your crown to the backside of your face, backside of your neck, the back heart chakra, the back solar plexus, the back sacral, all the way going through your spinal cord and go to the back root chakra, that is your tailbone. And then hold the breath on your tailbone for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now exhale, come with the same path. Go from your tailbone to your back sacral, back solar plexus, back heart chakra, back throat chakra, come from the back side of your head, come through the crown, and exhale through your third eye, that is from it between your eyebrows. Let the breath go from anywhere, but in your consciousness, in your awareness, you are just exhaling from the third eye, from in between your eyebrows. And continue doing this. While I start, I put you into an energetic grid. Now I'm doing this while continue to breathe. You can increase the count from 5 to 7, 9, 10, as long as you can hold the breath. The more you can increase the count, the more deeper relaxation and the deeper level of healing it will work with. Continue breathing. Breathe in for the count of, now we will increase it a little. Breathe in for the count of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the way through your nostrils, third eye, crown, backside of the face, throat, heart, sacral, and going to your tailbone. And hold it there for the count of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Extend it by 8, 9, 10. And now slowly from your tailbone, all the way following through the path of your spinal cord, slowly and in controlled way, bring your breath up from the back sacral, back solar plexus, back heart, back throat, back side of your face, crown, and exhale from your third eye slowly for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale, 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 and hold it out. Hold the breath out for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then inhale. Continue with the same. And now I put the entire, all people who are live in this call into a powerful white vortex of energy. And I'm bringing all your chakras into alignment by way of your three nadis, which is Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna, the male energy, the female energy, and the Sushumna is the oneness energy, whether instead of differentiating yourself, you live in the oneness. Continue breathing, holding the breath on your tailbone, and then exhaling from in between your eyebrows, and then holding the breath out. And now I'm remotely cutting out all the cords which are built in the last 7 days to bring you relief from the immediate issues, to bring you relief from your mind constantly falling into the immediate, fresh, last memory. This helps to your soul and consciousness to feel lighter. And now I'm drawing a symbol which is said to be charged with 3,74,000 ancient mantra vibrations. Continue breathing. Now let us increase our breathing slightly to 10 seconds. If you are unable to do it, stick with 5 to 7 seconds. That's completely all right. Those who are able to go to 10 seconds, breathe in for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and going through all the way your nostrils, center of the eyebrows, forehead, the head, the scalp, the backside of the face, the backside of the throat, backside of the heart, backside of the solar plexus, back sacral, and going to your tailbone. And hold it there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And slowly, in a controlled manner, we will exhale. Coming it from the backside of the tailbone to back sacral, to back solar plexus, back heart, back throat, backside of the head, coming to crown, and going from the forehead and exhaling from the third eye in a very controlled manner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and exhale and hold it out for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Continue doing this. Now, the space that we have created just now with the breathing and the practice, we will multiply it. We will multiply this within. So you are sitting, your hands are towards the sky, both the palms. Start lifting your palms, both the hands, slowly, like an ant is walking. So slow, very slowly, in a controlled manner. The energy of the vortex that I have created for everyone, the grid, and the ancient symbols, we will lift that energy even further. Slowly lift your hands, bring them up slightly above your head. And once your hands are above your head, the palms facing the sky. Slightly turn palms towards each other and then trace the shape of an earthen pot, a neck, and then the lower was like a shape. Slowly, while absorbing the energy. And coming down with your hands facing the sky. Again, lift your hands. Slowly bring your hands to your up to your head, both the palms, and then trace them back like a shape of an earthen pot, a neck, and then the vase like shape. Continue doing this for around 3 to 5 minutes while I'm working. While you're doing this hand exercise, continue with the breathing the way we have been doing before. Now we will do the last 2 times. Continue to lift your hands when they come on your head. Raise them back in the shape of an earthen pot. Again, lift your hands. Do it slowly as you are doing first time. And once done, I want you to breathe in to your left palm. Rest your hands and breathe in through your nostrils all the way, going through the forehead, head, from your neck, shoulders, hand, biceps, arms, wrist, and left palm. And hold your breath there in your left palm for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale. Same way, coming, exhaling from your nose. And again, inhale to your left palm. And exhale. Last time. Inhale, take a deep breath, all the way go to your left palm. Hold it there for the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And exhale slowly in a controlled manner, all the way from left palm to hand, shoulders, neck, the crown, the forehead, and then exhale from your nose in a controlled manner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we will do the same thing 3 times with the right palm. Inhale, your nose, third eye, crown, going from your neck, shoulder, the right shoulder, right biceps, right elbow, right arm, right wrist, and going to your right palm, and hold the breath there for the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then exhale, going from your right palm to right wrist, right elbow, right hand, right shoulder, pass it through your right ear, up, then going from your forehead, nose, and exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hold it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, inhale and take it to the right palm. Hold it on the right palm. And exhale. Same path, coming to your nostrils. Exhaling in a controlled manner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hold it out. 1, 2, 3, and inhale. Take the breath to your right palm. And exhale slowly in a controlled manner. And then again inhale. Last time, this is 1. Hold it in the right palm. And exhale slowly in a controlled manner. Now continue breathing normally, comfortably. And take a minute and whenever you feel like, open your eyes.
Awesome. Thank you for that. It was very, and it was a very interesting journey for me because the beginning was really hard with the breathing. Like I was really in my head, like, oh my gosh, I can't hold my breath that long. But then once I started to get into the rhythm of it, it definitely became easier and easier. But it showed me how hard it is to calm down, like to bring ourselves
Yeah.
down. So it was really fascinating to me with watching that within myself.
Yes. Due to time constraint, we are able to do it this much only. But usually, again, I would say this is just a part of the process. When we do the full process, it covers a lot of layers and it releases a lot of layers from that. Yeah.
Interesting. So Nicole said, you had her up until the point where you were talking about breathing through your hands, and she didn't really understand what that meant.
It just meant that when you breathe in through your nose, so you're breathing in, you take your nose and from here, you hold it in your palms. That's it. And you hold it for 5 to 7 seconds or as long as you are able to do. And then you release it the same way. Simple.
So if you're not able to visualize, like it's with intention, right? Like so, if you're not able to actually watch yourself do it, it's using the intention of doing that. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of a feeling. So when we
Yeah.
are breathing, by default, when we breathe into our chest, lungs, or our tummy, or at least to our throat.
Awesome.
Whereas here, you take your breath to that part of the body.
Good. Nicole, she says, thank you. That was my first time. Nicole, I encourage you to go back and listen to it again and work through it and see if it's different for you with that.
Yeah.
So Debbie, I'm so glad that you wrote in because you're saying thank you, feeling peaceful. Because you asked a question right before we did this process. What if you have a difficult time connecting to a practice emotionally? So I did want to hear your feedback, how this was for you. And also, Sushant, if you have a comment to that question that she had.
Uh, Sorry, she said, what if we have difficult time connecting emotionally
To a
with the
practice,
process,
with the
to the
practice.
practice?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, there, I would say I always encourage people to, get into their own path. And here I would be just, giving you a one version of the truth that I follow, right? I would say, don't think that this is for the entirety. Take it for 9 days, what I'm doing, follow through it only for 9 days, knowing that only for 9 days I need to listen to this or live it. And then if you like it, continue. So far, for whomever I have done it, all of them continued with that. Because sometimes people have resistance. He's saying like that. No, but I want this. He's saying, accept yourself as you are. No, but I want more younger me, more sexier me. So there could be a lot of resistance to
Yeah.
that. There could be some resistance to the process that you're following already. I would say give it 9 days, try it. And so far, people have been able to find a completely new perspective about their own self, how the life operates, how the karma operates, and many other things.
Very
Yeah.
good. All right. So Debbie says hers isn't regarding that. Debbie, I see your hands raised. Let's talk to Debbie. Is that okay, Sushant, if we bring her up?
Yes, yes,
All right, good. So you should be able to unmute.
yes,
There you are.
Is it working?
It is. We
yes,
hear
it
you.
is
Oh,
working. We are able to hear you.
I just wanted to be sure. Um, so for me, it's an emotional connection. I understand what you're saying. So for me, it offered me the perspective, as you have mentioned, my soul has chosen this. So I'm looking at it from the perspective, my soul has chosen this heart disconnect. I have a
Hmm.
huge heart wall, and my emotions have been trashed most of my life.
Hmm.
So while I feel heartfelt in this regard and my emotions are high on some level, when I do a practice, whether it's yours or anyone's for that matter,
Hmm.
there is
Hmm.
no heartfelt connection. I don't emotionally connect to it. If I could, I wouldn't be here on this call.
Yeah,
That's really how I feel about it. I get what you're saying. I really do.
yes. Take your time, Debbie. So, may I ask you a question?
Certainly.
Yep,
Certainly. I'm all right. Thank you. Thank you. I'm all
great.
right.
Thank you. First of all, lot of love and grace to you. And how did you felt in this 20-minute process? Was there any shift in how you have been feeling so far? Was this?
Yes and no, right? I feel calmer. I think
Mm-hmm.
what gave me more relief was the insight of the words that you spoke prior to all of this. Another perspective for me to look at my situation, to
Yes.
take it out of this emotional connection. It's an attachment, and I get that. But it's offered me now another way to look at this attachment.
Yes. Not only another way, but when we say that we have an another way, it's like It is existing, but you are just looking at it in a different way, right?
Yes.
Sometimes people say that find, uh, opportunity in adversity. It's just a positive mind psychology, which works for that time. It doesn't work for longer time. You would say, fine, I will try to look positive, but in reality, it's really not positive. Something negative has happened. Whereas what we are doing here is we are going to shift the perspective altogether so that you don't need to go with the positive psychology or having a different perspective or thinking, but rather you living something in a different way.
Okay.
Yes. And what you have been able to experience in this 20 minutes, of course, as I said, that this is a very small part of the entire process. I can't be, it's very difficult to give the experience that you will have in all those 9 hours, spread across the 9 sessions, which would be each one is going to be for 1 hour in just 15 to 20 minutes. But yes, if you could feel with this, if you could connect with this, if this is something which could bring some shift and relief to you, imagine how much it would be when you go through this for 9 hours. And that's going to be totally different. This is something I did very basic, and there's something which will not be a part of 9 hour sessions. Those are going to be totally different. Yes.
Okay.
So yeah. So then I leave the choice up to you whether you are able to connect emotionally or not. Correct? Because I respect your choice, whichever you make. But yes, that's what I have to say, that if this worked for you, definitely everything will work for you. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for the insights.
Thank you very much. Are you good?
Thank you
Yeah.
for your feedback and thank you for being open. Really, really
Thank
want
you,
to.
Debbie.
Yes,
It really takes a courage to be open and sharing.
it does.
Yes.
Thank
I,
you.
I I just want to say for a moment that I think maybe I just needed that also, that release of being able to say that,
Mm,
because it really was super emotional for me.
yeah. And you sound much lighter by saying
I
that.
feel I feel later as well. Thank you for the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Good job, Debbie. Thank you for being here. You helped a lot of people by saying what you said.
Yeah. We can see that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Debbie.
Good job. Very good. Okay. Let's talk to some more callers. Is that okay? Got lots of people
Yes,
hands raised. All right.
definitely.
Next up is, and I know I'm saying this wrong, Gari. You can unmute yourself now. You should get a button. There you go.
Hi, can you hear me?
We can,
Yes,
yeah.
Gauri, we can.
Hi, Gretchen. It's so great to be on this call, and thank you for this opportunity for letting me speak today. Before I start saying what I have to say, just lots of love for Debbie. Actually, when she cried, I think so. It was very heart wrenching for me. So yeah, lots of love to her. So basically, for me, I would just say that um, I quit my job last year.
Mm.
It was a 10-year long corporate job. I was with Marriott, and I was earning quite well. Um, I moved into work from home opportunity. Everything was going great, and then suddenly it was like I can't do it anymore. I had like I would say a breakdown, and then I obviously parted ways with the company. Uh, After that, I started something towards women empowerment, and then like started something of my own. And my calling has always been helping animals. And right now, that's what I'm doing at my own expense. But now I don't know, it's been 1 year without the job, and I feel that I want to again go back to Marriott, or to some company where I can earn well. And I feel, I don't know if I'm is it the right thing, because I also know that I need funds to help these animals. So I just stay in a very confused state of mind where I feel, okay, maybe I'm just doing it to earn money, but then I also feel that money can come later. I should start with something I love to do, and then money can follow. But it's just, I'm just very confused, and I just don't know how to deal with that emotion currently of not doing anything when it
Mhm.
comes to work and earning.
Okay. Thank you very much, Gauri. And by the way, are you from India by any chance?
Yes, I'm from India. I'm somewhere close to Delhi. I'm from Mathura. I don't know if you would know that place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know Mathura very well. So I would just, instead of directly kind of telling you something, would you mind if I share my story in 2, 3 minutes?
Sure, sure.
So, born in a very small town, you know, studied in a Marathi medium school in Maharashtra, and from there I grew and became studied, did everything, and went into corporates and started the job. And my last assignment was with Book My Show, where I was earning quite well, and we had lot of luxuries, and we used to get an average increment in entertainment industry is 25% plus. So always job and everything was really great, with a lot of perks and a lot of things. And one fine day we had a call, and meanwhile I was doing my healing and everything, and this is something I used to do in the evenings as well as weekends. So in a week I used to allot around 30 to 40 hours to this work, where complete Saturday, Sunday, as well as everyday evenings or early mornings. And I had a plan that when I start earning equal to at least the salary that I'm getting, I will completely shift to my passion. And this plan was by around 2026 to 2027. And on 5th August 2020, it was Saturday, 20 or 21, it was Saturday. And I suddenly get call from our HR, you have to join one Zoom call. I joined, and there were hundreds of other people. And there was an announcement that we are letting you go. And today is your final day. Okay? It just happened in one day. Nobody knew what's coming. And then I just decided to do the best thing that I can do in that moment to follow my passion. And on 30th September, by the end of next month, I earned equal to my CTC. So I would just tell one thing: wherever there is a doubt, it will always, always, always result in delaying things. It will always result contributing with the procrastination. So if you want to follow your passion, helping the animals or working with women empowerment, go all in. Do everything that gives you 100% clarity. When I say 100, it is 100. It is not even 99.50%. It is 100. It has to be 100. Yes. So doubt is the biggest enemy of our dreams, is what I believe. So a doubt or questions or a little thinking that I need this, leave the rest. As long as you follow this, the money will follow, everything else will follow. And also find a way on how you can not only help animals, but of course, by doing this, how you can earn money. Maybe an NGO, maybe. Yeah, we don't know. You need to find that answer. But let me tell you, once you get clarity, when you become single pointed, everything else becomes easy.
Right.
Did that answer your question, or would you like some more insights about anything?
Uh, yes, it did. I just just this funny question keeps popping up in my head. Um, so a corporate job, I feel, can never be anyone's life purpose, right? Because I
Yeah.
feel, I don't know, everyone just wants to get out of it, no matter whatever money they're earning. They feel, in the end, maybe not in this lifetime, maybe next lifetime, sometimes they realize that
Mhm.
uh, this is not what they want to do. So I feel a corporate job can never be anyone's life purpose.
Yeah. Oh, more than corporate job, we can't say job. See, that's where I see it's not a job that you need to look at, but in that job, what you are doing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're interacting with people. If your job is to bring comfort to people, if your job is to feed people with good food, whether your job is to, you know, attend people. So we don't know what is your job, or your job is to manage a team of people, ensuring that they bring why they're hired to the end user. So that, if that is your passion, then I would say, why not? Why not job?
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
job
good.
is just a means of you sharing your passion with the world. Job is just a name to that. It just a means. You can do it by
Right.
way of business also. You can do it by way of job also. Just that in job you get ready-made setup. For business, you have to start from scratch, and a journey of becoming a businessman or a self-employed is not that easy.
Right.
Good.
Okay.
You know, for me, I'm just going to chime in here because so I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, I went to get my life coaching certification and always wanted to become a life coach. And then,
Mhm.
I came into the world of healing from there and wanted to become a healer. And so that's how I stumbled upon the summit, and started working for IRAM in the back end with, like marketing, social media, all those kind of things, but always felt unfulfilled, always felt less than by doing that. Like I felt this calling of I wanted to do more, be more, inspire, help, all those kind of things, and felt like I wasn't doing it, from where I was. Fast forward to today when I released all the shoulds and slowly like stepped into the role of, being a part with you guys like every day, and have truly found what I absolutely love doing. And it was such a roundabout way. Like I had to let go of all of the like what it should look like for me. And it turned into this. And now I couldn't be more thrilled. So Sugari, I think even, like whether it's like a corporate job or whatever, maybe it's a corporate job working with animals or empowering women, like it sounds to me like you're very clear on what your passion is, working with animals and empowering women, what it's going to look like. I think let go of what you feel like it should look like and just be open to how it presents itself. Not sure if that makes sense or not, but
Right. That does make sense. I think so just going in with 100% totality is that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
perfect. Very
Thank
good.
you so much, Sushant. Thank you so much, Gretchen. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome. Thank you for
Thank
joining.
you very much, Gauri.
All right, awesome. Okay. All right, next up, we have somebody who has their hand raised that is on a phone. So I'm not sure how exactly that works, but you should be able to unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Hi. My name is Stella.
Hello, Estella,
Hey,
welcome.
hi, Stella.
How are you? I
Good.
I would like to know. I feel like that first lady. My heart, like my friend always tell me, that I had no emotions, but I do have emotions. I mean, I feel people, and I am a healer. I do massage. When I do massage, I feel what they feeling, but I feel my heart is like closed or something. Let me put an example. My mother died when I was 11 or 12, and I became a mother of 12 because I had three sisters. But it's like when somebody dies, I feel that was their time, that was their thing. I don't cry a lot, or I don't do that. Is that normal? Because everybody, they crying, they always go through so much. I live with a girlfriend that I know for 58 years, and she has three children that had died. And she cries almost every day. She suffers. She has anxiety and depression, and I can't help her. She says that I have no heart. I can't understand. It's been 35 years, so many years. How could you carry something like that for so many years? So sometimes I feel maybe I'm weird. Maybe I feel my heart is closed, or I don't know. I take life in a different way than most people do. I mean, I'm happy. I'm very blessed. I have beautiful children, beautiful grandchildren, great grandchildren, and I don't know. I feel that we just do the best we can with what we have. But sometimes, she makes me feel like maybe I have no heart, or is there something wrong with me? That's my
Not at
question.
all. In fact, I would say you are the one who are normal because, you know, everyone who has came has to go one day. It's just that when they don't go as per our wish or our expectation or our plan, that's when we feel sad. A person, if he dies at 80, 85, you might be, still fine with that. But if the same person dies in 25, in their 20s or 30s, you will feel sad. So, but if you don't feel that and you are able to still be in a state of equilibrium in the balance, it's fine. It's completely all right. Nothing closed, no issues. It's all good.
Oh, okay. So I feel better. I feel better that you say that. Yeah, because my mother died when she was 30. She was very young. So, but that's the way I feel. I do feel for the people I feel at the moment, but I don't carry it, right?
Good for you.
So, I saw that maybe it was something wrong with me. And now I'm looking to see, I hope God continues to give me good health so I can still work. I'm already 76, but I feel like I'm 40 or 50. I feel very young. I don't feel my age.
Great.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Good job. And your energy is amazing. So keep doing you.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Then I'm okay. There's nothing wrong with me, right?
You're good.
Yeah, I felt that
All good
there
with
was
you.
something wrong with me because of the way I am.
But
I'm different than most people.
and I think that, like to go back to the whole topic of what we're talking about today, like bring yourself back to now, right? Like to this present moment. Like when you're worried about like that if something's wrong with you, like you're either thinking past or future, right? But like deep down that you're good. You've said it several times here just today talking to Sushant. So like it's good. Like just bring yourself back and don't let other people's opinions kind of dictate you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for taking my call. And you, Gretchen, are doing a great job. And you too, sir, doing a
Thank
great
Thank you.
job. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Blessings.
You too. Thank you. I love that. Very good. It is amazing as humans how much we are dictated by others, right? Like, and those opinions,
Yes.
how they impact our emotions and those chains and those cords and all of those things that we've been talking about all day. Like it all um makes an impact on our emotional well-being.
Yes. And when we are able to naturally be able to live gracefully, happily, then looking at the world, we start doubting. Is it all good with me?
Yeah, right. I know. It's really and not even just people, but like, TV, magazines, books, like all of these things are kind of like coming at us, like
Yeah,
the media, like you need to do this, you need to feel that. And it's really
yeah.
coming back. That's why that process you did today was so beautiful because it really did, bring us back. So I would really love to talk about your program now. And so I'm gonna share my screen so we can go through this and then we'll answer some questions to this as well. Um, but okay,
Mhm.
so let me go to where we need. So the program is Transcend Emotional Chains. So you guys can read through this. It is, hold on, let me just type it in to the chat. So you guys all have it. I got a whole bunch of things up here. Okay. So the URL is lifereawakened.com// Sushant24. Lifereawakened.com// oh, I can't speak. SUSHANT24. So you guys can go there, take a look at some of these amazing stories from people that have worked through this program with Sushant. Oh my gosh, my S's are all messed up now. So, and then we'll go here. So here's what you get. Package A, 9 live group healing sessions. And so if you want to talk a little bit about these sessions and what they entail, I think that would be helpful.
Yes, sure. So the 9 healing sessions is a cycle of healing sessions where, of course, we start almost every group healing session. I start with a one dedicated session on clearing infinite past life baggage, which even I did it in my last package. So your soul continues to build a lot of baggage. The very first thing before initiating or starting with any healing is to clear that. And this is something which is a must for, I would say, everyone. Yeah, to everyone to at least go through this process at least once in life. And if you have been through, of course, it's better you can revisit once in a year or 6 months. That's better because it makes you so light. It makes you so much you fully 100% in yourself that you there's nothing that comes in between your life and life purpose. So doubts, issues, sadness, unexplained anxiety or depression, or whether there could be a reason behind it, we end up cutting the cords, we end up cutting the connection with all these things from your past. Not only this, but even multiple lifetimes. And then in the second session, we start with the excellence installations. So where in the second session we go with the impermanence and resilience. So as I already shared about the impermanence, where it will bring you a deeper level of peace to the soul by permanently cutting energetic cords with relationships and material things that weigh your soul down to the lower realms. We will also clear those things from your consciousness, your energy field. So in the first session, we are cutting the electric connection with everything. In the second session, we are literally lifting things, throwing them out. Whatever is not working, lifting it, throwing it out. So even if tomorrow you end up getting connected with electricity, it will not be able to do anything because it doesn't have anything through which the current can pass. That's how we are working. So, and then the release, the installations, again, I'm just saying it in one words, but the real experience is for 1 hour. Now, the second belief, which will give you the courage to face the karma, which is and how it will unfold in a way that you don't entangle in the cycle again and discharge the karma with the right lesson that your soul needs to learn. How do we end up building the karma? We discharge karma in two ways. One is natural and its own way. You did something bad to someone, it returned back to you after a few days, months, weeks, or years. Second way, you can do it by, and when that bad happened to you, when you become sad, when you question it, when you resist it, instead of learning from it, that's when you end up building a new cycle of karma with that. Because you are wishing it to be manifesting it in some other way. And you are running away from reality. You are not, you are not accepting what has already happened. It is in front of your eyes. It has happened, but you are not accepting it. And then you are running away from it. That's when you end up building a new cycle of karma. And that's when you end up entangling yourself into an endless loop where one after the another, the healing therapy, but you will find that nothing works. It continues to, in fact, it results into growing that thing or letting that thing as it is. So that's what will be resolved. These two things will be addressed in the second session. The third group clearing session will have next two beliefs installation, where the solitariness of the soul, which works beautifully on uh, the the lost relationships or opportunities in life in the past, as well as in present or future. If at all that thing occurs, then you will be more so in the balance, you will be more so in the equilibrium with that. And distinctiveness of everything else, it helps in immensely to differentiate from the multiple realms and dimensions out there. So we talk about 5D, 10D, 17D, 40D, and we are running after I want to live in this D, I want to live in this D, I want to upgrade in this D. The reality is you don't go there, you don't get some healing and then like you don't grow there, but it's when you you move there, you'll start living there. And when you are into the distinctiveness of everything else, when this thought is installed, then no matter which realm you are physically, the spiritually, you will always live in a realm of love and grace. You don't need to run after you know changing your soul's place, where it is, how it should be, and where it should be going. You will get freedom from that. And the next, that is the fourth session, we work on the next two beliefs, which is inevitability of nature and the universe. So inevitability gives you the clarity on the soul's journey and breaks the cycle to attain happiness in any circumstances that life throws at you, whether in the past, whether in the present, or whether in the future. The universe, the fundamental truth about the universe that and once you practice these truths, what I'll be uncovering in the sessions, that can stop the cycle of building endless karmic loops and initiate you on the path of eternal happiness. So basically, it is it is where I learned, from the ancient text, from where I learned, it is written that once you start practicing this, you stop building new karma in your life.
Hmm.
And the life that you are living is continuously discharging the old baggage. So with time, it starts becoming more and more beautiful and lighter journey. In the fifth session, where we would go with, uh, you know, uh, we will also go with the concept of impurity. Yeah, impurity and how the impurity exists in everything in the universe. So this helps in getting freedom from all kind of material attachments. Not only that, the previous participants with whom I worked in a private setting, they have seen that any kind of sexual addictions or you craving some physical pleasures or attachment to any body, whether it could be even your body, looking in some particular way, or being so much conscious about your image with others, and getting into all these time wasting things like age reversal and all this stuff, it rather helps you to accept yourself as you are and age gracefully with confidence, and also get freedom from all kind of attachments which contributes to your vices, which contributes to the touch, the smell, these two main weaknesses of your mind. Because whenever you have a beautiful touch or a beautiful smell, your mind will try to derail you from happiness and get into that uh, you know temporary path. And next would be the influx of karma, so where we would go through the journey of your soul in the past, how it went with everything, and from the present all the way till the future, how does the entire cycle of karma, or we would word it in the different way, that the life or the time, the concept of time, how it works and how it affects everything. That's what we will be installing on the deeper levels, so that whenever a time throws a challenge at you in the life, now we always say the one thing, that time heals everything. It heals, it makes you forget things, but still things are there deep within. There are some things time heals, there are some things time doesn't heal. But after this session, and after reading the material related to this, at least for 21 days, what will happen is that time will become your healer. No matter what happened, the more time passes, the more you will be able to get freedom from it, rather than it literally making a home into your consciousness. And then in the next session, we will go with the cessation of karmic inflow, where seizing the new karmic chains entangling your soul's journey. And last will be shedding of karma. So understanding towards how karmas are built or discharged. And it will show you a clear roadmap on how to discharge past karmas in a very less time, thereby fast forwarding your journey to happiness. So in the previous session, I did work for you. In this session, I show you the way and give you the relevant helping material. And then the seventh, eighth, and ninth session. So seventh is clearing your soul's current travel path, that is this life, to navigate with ease. So the issues that you have faced in this life since birth till now, and they continue to impact you, we are going to work on that. In the eighth, we will work with multidimensional clearing with highest frequency healing. So this would work by default on out of whatever we covered so far. If any of that requires one more additional nudge to work better, it will work on this. And the closing session, that the ninth session, will work on relief from the current issues in your life that you are going through, and a clear roadmap to follow for the future for your specific issue. Yeah. So this is
When
how
when
the
do they start? When do the group sessions start?
so yes, so everything starts from 1st May, whether it
They,
is the group session, whether it is the 30 days of remote clearing,
okay,
both starts from 1st May.
perfect. All right. So remote healing is next, and that's 30 days in package A, correct?
Yes, it is 30 days.
Okay. And what
So
happens
where
that?
so in remote healing, I take 30 life transforming thoughts, 13 truths, 30 hidden truths that we need to discover and imbibe. I work with these 30 truths on behalf of the entire group, and I ensure the absorption of these 30 truths into your consciousness. This will be shared with everyone who signs up for the program. So these are as very simple things, but once these things are missing in your life, that's what brings a lot of friction. For example, I will tell you just one of them. I embrace the change with happiness and grace. Whereas you see, the one of the biggest reason for your suffering is you're not able to embrace the change. With time, your body will change. With time, the relationships will change. With time, the people will change. They might move to other cities. They might come to you. A lot of things will happen. With time, the money that you own, the money that you have will change. The income that you have will change. So all this continue to suffer when you run away from embracing the change in your life. So things are simple, but I will work with, a Gaia portal to have it installed into your consciousness on a deeper level, so that whenever these things happen in your life, you'll find a different level of peace and contentness in all levels. Yes.
Awesome. All right. So that is package A. It's the 9 live group sessions and the 30 days remote healing. And so package B includes all of that plus 3 one-on-one sessions with you,
Yeah.
correct? And what happens in
So
those sessions?
yes. So in these 3 sessions, there are individuals if you have an issue that needs a special attention, that you can go with package B. And of course, with that, um, I would say there are 12 core beliefs which we end up working with in one of these 3 sessions. So this 12 core beliefs, once how it will supercharge your productivity and fast forward you on, towards your goal and purpose in life, whether it could be freedom from any kind of mental or emotional issues, whether it could be achieving certain success at work front, business, or starting something completely new. So this 12 core beliefs will be working. One of the session covers that. Rest 2 sessions. Of course, it is a choice of the individual whether they would like to work on the different things, because say a space clearing is one of the things. Your space contributes to 50% of your energies. So one session can be contributed to that. And I have kept it open for the individuals to make the choice and come with their own particular issue on which they would like to work.
Perfect. All right. And then there's also an additional 30 days of remote healing for package B.
Yes,
All right. So right
correct.
now, package A is $199 and package B with the 3 sessions is $399. You can see that's deeply discounted right now. So you can check that out. And I think that's it for the sales offer. All right. So
Yeah,
awesome. So lots of comments coming on while we were doing that. So let me just kind of get through some of these. Nicole says, "This is what I needed today. Thank you for your guidance." Awesome, Nicole, for being
thank
here
you.
for your first time. And like I said, go back and listen to that replay and go through that process again. It was powerful. So go through it and without judgment of what it should look like and see what happens for you. Alice says the
Yeah.
deep breathing meditation was so powerful. It allowed us to center, ground, and align our true selves with our soul by releasing our past karma patterns. Awesome. Thank you. Debbie says, thank you for the insights. I saw some come over here as well. How can we resolve karma with close family between husband and daughter? So is that something that is worked on in the program too?
Yeah, that will be worked on in the program too.
And it is possible. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is possible. But of course, as I say, even if you would have tried many things in the past to resolve it by way of forgiveness or following one or the other thing, where does it makes the difference? Is that you are doing some affirmations, you're chanting something, you are meditating something, you are trying to look at the brighter side of this. But here, the deeper work that we are going to do in the 9 group healing sessions and the 30, remote clearings, that's what will ensure that it goes on a much more deeper level, so that even if it did not work in the past, this is where we will give it the best try for it to manifest and get rid of it. Along with that, of course, you get some material to go through daily. So that's what will also, help you.
Beautiful. Awesome. All right. Thank you for reaffirming that I am great and listening to upsetting comments. Oh, yes, correct. You are great and you're doing everything right. So thank you for joining us today. That was awesome. That was an awesome call. So thank you for that. All right, guys, let's show Sushant our love. Let's show him how much we appreciate him, how much this call meant to us. It was very powerful. It was very grounded, which I love. And you offer those practical tools along with the healing and spirituality along with it. So I think that's just absolutely wonderful. The process was amazing. Thank you. Thank you for that and
Thank
sharing
you.
with
Thank
us.
you very much, Rachel.
Appreciate it. And thank you all for being here today. I so appreciate each and every one of you taking your time and spending that with us today. It really makes these calls so much more beautiful when you're here. So thank you for that. Thank you again, Sushant, for being here with us and this lovely call today, as well as this program you put together for us. I really appreciate it and appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Rachel. Thank you
Aw-
for your time.
Awesome, awesome. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day, and we'll be talking to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.